Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to make a little update on some exciting developments that I have. So here in front of you, you have this little alien looking like a bud. I'm not even sure if it's not a malformation of the bud. I hope it's not, because this is the first time this orchid ever blooms, not just for me, but in its entire life. So let's zoom out. This is my cattleya hairy pig, and you can see that the bud has a lot of hairs. I bought this orchid as a 1 or 2 years from flowering size orchid last year, and first she grew, I think, this bulb, and then this one, and this last one is the plumpest one. She is very healthy root wise, but when I have received her, she had frost on her leaves because she was shipped to me in the winter time. So she rooted out very well, as you can see. She does have thin roots, but they do branch out very nice. And at first I thought, if you have seen my last video, I thought that the bud dried up in the sheet because it had that weird shape. So I did come out and split the sheet because I was quite curious. At some point I thought that that weird shape enlarged in size, and lo and behold, you can see that I do have one bud in here. I did sow this orchid one single time in bloom and she looked amazing. I just love that frizzy lip, and we can see that she is going to be green with a bit of light pink touches on the lip. You can definitely see now the hairs, but I think that we should wait for 1 or 2 more weeks until the bloom will be completely opened. I do hope it's going to have a good shape and it's not going to have a malformation, because this is one of my favorite orchids, and I heard that it's one of the fragrant ones. I think, if I remember correctly, Masdevallia Huyana, it's one of its parents, but I'm not sure. I need to check that out. And also, after I have put the Huyana on sale, this bulb seems to have produced a sheet, and if it blooms, I will be thrilled, because no one purchased this orchid so far, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 directions of growth. So that's quite amazing. She's a very strong plant. This year is the first one when it grows this well for me. This silvery residue, it's something that this orchid normally produces. So I'm quite curious if these two are going to bloom. Also, I am very happy to announce that my cross from Cattleya warscewiczii with purpurata and something else, again I forgot, seem to have buds inside this sheet. And I'm quite curious because it would be a very interesting cross. I didn't see any picture with it, and also she has a lot of growths. So I have one there, one here, and I'm pretty sure I have more, but it's a bushy orchid. So yeah, quite soon she's going to need to be moved into a larger pot. If I try to divide it, I would kill all the roots, and I don't want to do that. So she's going to stay like this, but I'm going to leave it to bloom first. From that sheet we can see that she just doesn't have any more space where to grow, and I just can't make it torn in another part. Just this part is a little bit more empty, let's say, doesn't have that many bulbs, and here she would have a little bit of space to grow 1 or 2 more pseudobulbs, but other than that she is not she doesn't have much space to grow, and then the roots would grow into the air, as you can see already she is doing it here. So yeah, and these patches were already on her leaves when I have received it 3 years ago, I think. Also, this wasn't a flowering size. She grew the biggest pseudobulbs in my care, so very, very happy for that. Also, this one has a little bit of a residue on her leaves. Interesting leaves. My Picotee Passion SVO also is in bud in there. She is developing them very nicely. Very excited for those ones. When I was sure every year this orchid is going to die on me, and I have it for about 6 or 7 years now, and she did recovered eventually, but with a lot of work, let's say. So we do have new roots there on the base. I'm not sure how to film it. There, I hope you can see she has some new roots. So she did enjoy when I have moved her into these opaque pots. All my orchids are getting repotted into these. These 2 old bulbs need to be cleaned up. Oh, and look, my Christmas plant, it's in bloom. Looking so, so pretty. I need to clean the balcony up, but looking very, very nice. And do you know what this is? This is my Cattleya warscewiczii. Right now it's a bit too cold in my balcony for her, so I think I'm going to move it into a warmer place. She grew this pseudobulb with the sheet and the bud on the windowsill, but I thought that if I put it here, it will have more light from the front and the window won't disturb the bud from opening. And here we go. Looking very, very nice. I think when I will return from work today, I am going to have the bud opened. It does seem to be a light color with a bit of pink on the lip, so I'm very curious because this Cattleya warscewiczii I have for 6 or 7 years, and it has been divided, and it wasn't a flowering size when I got it. All the orchids from Equahenera took so long to adjust in my environment, but eventually they did, and this is a happy orchid right now, so I'm happy for it. Also, in my last video I forgot to show you this beautiful Miltoniopsis. She was in bud in my bathroom, and somehow I managed to forget it, but here she is, pretty and quite fragrant. Also, I didn't spot that my Masdevallia Huyana Pichu is in bud for the first time in 5 years, I think. So she's going to get repotted after this bloom fades, because this media is, I think, like 3 years old, so that's too much. Also, here I have a sheet soil from my Paphiopedilum esquileroi, very nice one. This one, it's starting to fade, but I have another growth here that might bloom. And the pink Cattleya from Dani also has 2 buds here, and I know it has 2 more on the other side. one, sorry, but she's going to get divided after, or at least repotted after she blooms, because this year she didn't grow that well. So and also I'm changing all the pots. I don't want any more transparent pots because they produce so much algae, and it's hard for me to clean it up. So yeah, that's also going on in here. And also this cattleya, you don't know it, but she has some very striking blooms. Is in bud. Here I have a sheet. My phone doesn't want to focus, but anyway, and it has more sheets there. I'm not sure if they will bloom, but this one definitely has buds inside. I do have a possible idea, but I'm not sure it's a correct label on sorry, I'm just going to show it to you. And this year she did root it well, because when I have bought it she didn't have any roots. I have it for about 3 years. Here I'll see one slowly Rosella crossed with Dals Rudak, just a cross name that I found on internet, but I'm not sure it's the same one. So we are going to compare it together when she will be in bloom. And I think that is all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment down below what I should film next. See you all next time. Bye bye.